Hi, I'm Professor Wheeler at the University of South Florida, School of Accountancy. And in this video, we will talk about Enterprise Resource Planning Systems, known as ERP.
Enterprise Resource Planning Systems Basic Structure. Let's start by looking at a diagram of a basic ERP system and get some idea of the overall structure. You'll notice it consists of a centralized database, the operational database for running day-to-day businesses. This square section here, rectangle section, represents the various computer applications, and it can be divided into three parts of the ERP system. The core functions are called Online Transaction Processing, or OLTP, and it runs the basic day-to-day business functions tied into the database. We then have OLAP, Online Analytical Processing, which is to support management decision making. And in a third section, bolt-on applications, which are modules specific to that industry, and they usually fall under either OLAP or OLTP. The two main ERP applications, OLTP and OLAP, let's talk about the first one. OLTP, Online Transaction Processing, consists of core applications. These are the basic business functions that the company engages in. The OLTP supports transaction processing and is often referred to as TPS, Transaction Processing System. So such transactions as purchase orders, purchase requisition, sales orders, payroll, invoicing are examples of transactions. So in summary, the OLTP supports our day-to-day operations so that the business runs smoothly and efficiently. Okay, so what do we mean by core processes? Right, our core ERP modules. Right, these are the modules required to run the basic business functions in our company. All companies share certain common business processes like generating revenue, incurring expenses, HR and payroll, etc. So here's a list, not complete, but containing some of the major modules for the core modules of the ERP system. We have sales and distribution for generating revenue, such things as customer orders, shipping, billing, materials management for acquiring inventory. Here we would see purchase orders, receiving, invoice payments. Financial information module. Here's where we find accounting, general ledger systems, financial information and financial statements, accounts payable, accounts receivable. Then we have controlling and profitability analysis for basic management of the operations. Here we see cost centers, profitability analysis, budgeting, and then the human resources HR module for helping us manage employees and labor. Things like personnel administration, payroll processing, training. The second of our two main ERP applications, OLAP, Online Analytical Processing. This consists mainly of decision support systems for management to help them make those kind of decisions that need to be made to keep the business very competitive. It supplies management with real-time information so that management can improve the performance of the company and keep the company's competitive advantage in its industry. It includes such things as decision support, modeling, information retrieval, ad hoc reporting and analysis, and what-if analysis. Alright, so let's return once more to our basic diagram showing the ERP system structure. At this point, hopefully you have working knowledge of OLAP, Online Analytical Processing, right, for supporting management decision making. OLTP, Online Transaction Processing, which runs the day-to-day core functions of the business. Examples here, you can see modules. Right. So let's now talk a bit about the bolt-on applications in more detail. And these are often industry-specific functions. Most of them fall either into OLAP or OLTP. One very important function of the bolt-ons is to connect the parent company to outside business partners, for example, customers and vendors. Thus, through these bolt-ons, we can expand the ERP system into the external environment to conduct e-business. We should note that this is not the only function of bolt-ons. There are also bolt-ons that are used strictly internal to the company. So let's look at a few of the more common bolt-ons or add-ons. As I said, we can divide these pretty much into OLTP add-on modules or OLAP add-on modules, either for transaction processing or decision support. On the operational side, the OLTP side, common modules are CRM, Customer Relationship Management, which builds and maintains customer data, SRM, Supplier Relationship Management. This manages the interactions of the organization with various suppliers and vendors. Supply Chain Management, SCM, plans and executes inventory processes. And EDI, Electronic Data Interchange, and this automates our resupplying process, connecting us directly to our vendors, and often eliminating any kind of manual processing or human intervention in the resupply process. Okay, as we move to bolt-ons in the area of OLAP, decision support, we have PLM, Product Lifecycle Management. This manages product data from the design through the disposal of the product. BI, Business Intelligence, an advanced module to be added to OLAP, has advanced tools for statistics, what-if analysis, and more complex modeling. And then data mining. This module helps us analyze the data in the data warehouse to find exploitable correlations that may improve business processes. So here we see an illustration of an SAP Business Suite. This is their illustration of a ERP system, its basic structure. And you'll notice it's a little different than the diagram we were looking at earlier, but it still contains mainly the same parts. At the heart, or the core, is OLTP, the core processes necessary to run the business, financials, HR, services, operations. Added onto these core functions, core modules, are bolt-on modules. We talked about these: SRM, Supplier Relationship, PLM, Product Lifecycle Management, SCM, Supply Chain Management, CRM, Customer Relationships. And underneath it all is our SAP NetWeaver that connects us to the internet, so we can conduct e-business in that outside external environment. You'll notice there's no explicit section or distinction of the OLAP modules here, but they are here. PLM, remember, is an OLAP module, Product Lifecycle Management. BI, Business Intelligence, is also one. This completes our discussion of the basic structure of an ERP system. Thank you.